Hello everybody, it's me again with a new video, new earphones and a new review. Today I'm going to review the PHB EM-023 earphones. If you remember, if you watched my KZED16 video, you'll remember how I complained about the piercing highs, all those sibilances and everything. After that treble issue, I decided to search for a new earphone that is like treble sensitive, that is, I don't know, friendly for people who are sensitive to highs and piercing highs and trebles, all these sibilances. So I ended up buying this PHB EM-023 earphones. So let's start with the review. This is the earphone, but of course let's do the unboxing. I usually don't do that with this much emphasis, but look at this. This is an earphone that is under 50 bucks. So it's a budget earphone, and you will be surprised with the amazing rich box content, accessories that they offer. So let's see. A metal box here you see with the PHB, and here you will find your earphones here in this foam, and then here is another black box, smaller one, and again with the PHB on it. And here you go, a clip, which I have tried many earphones, budget earphones, but I have never seen any of them include this clip, which is a huge thing, because especially if you're using with the wires, you will need it, because you'll feel that you'll get tangled in wires. You'll accidentally just move your arm and then detach the cable and things like that. But when you attach this clip to your wire and attach it to your shirt, and then you will have no such problems, which is a huge thing actually. And then you see small bag of ear tips, different size ear tips, and again another small bag of different ear tips. So you're going to ask, what's the difference? Well, the difference is these are a little stiff, these are stiffer, more stiff, and these are softer. What that means, these are probably plastic, these are silicone tips, and these are not the only tips that they have. They also come with foam tips. You see, comply tips. Look. So what that means, you won't have to search for additional ear tips for these earphones. So that's a huge thing. And let's see. And we have this cable. You see, it comes with an MMCX connector with the I-shaped jack, and here we go, one button microphone on it. But that's not the only thing. Surprisingly, they come with another cable. You see, again, MMCX. This is more of a silver plated cable. What this does is basically it ups the treble a little bit. Why? I'm going to get to that. This is what these silver plated cables usually do. And when we look at the cable, see, there is no microphone on it, no inline microphone on the cable. What that means, this is purely for music experience. So if you are really into using these earphones just for music purposes, you might want to check this first, maybe. Or you will probably end up with using this cable. So, and by the way, the cable quality is really nice. It probably shows itself. Look, the cable is also not so stiff, and it's the same. It has the same stiffness. Look, this cable looks like the 10 mach cable, but thank God it's not 10 mach cable, and it has nothing to do with 10 mach cable, because 10 mach cables are extremely stiff. They won't bend. It's really impossible to keep them in control, in shape. But these, they don't have no such problem. So it's a nice touch, really. So amazing content, amazing accessories, amount of accessories for a budget earphone, and they're not really some stupid plastic or cheap garbage, maybe except for these plastic tips. They're plastic, but definitely I don't think they're just like garbage or anything. Look at this. They hardly fit into the box. Amazing amount of accessories for this earphone. So let's continue. It's not over yet. And here we see a carrying pouch. It feels like velvet, a velvety feeling on them, and a PHB again, but little rough. It's rougher than the velvet, but it is nice. And inside, there you go, you will see the usual instruction guide. And here we go. You see the frequency response table here. Keep that in mind, right? It's Chinese, but on the other side is English too. You might want to check if you're interested. Apart from that, that's it. And what else? Just the warranty card and nothing else. But what more do you expect, right? Because this is basically everything you need when you want to buy earphones. You might need a carrying pouch, they have it. You might need cable, well, you will need a cable, and they have it. You might need an additional cable, silver plated cable, they have it here. You might need plastic tips, they have it. You might need silicone tips, they have it. You might need comply tips, foam tips, and here they have that as well. You see, and it's a good thing, because look, when you look at this closely, you see they have wide bore nozzles. It's slightly larger than the usual, so you might have difficulties trying to find a correct size ear tips for these earphones, but they have everything included in the box, so you won't be needing anything most likely. So let's start with the earphone. So this is a quad driver earphone. You see, it's a quad driver earphone to start with, and you can see the design. It has this edgy, sharp edges, sharp corners kind of style, and with these screws it has kind of rugged style, rugged looks to it. You can see the MM6 connector here, some screw, and you see this Wi-Fi kind of symbol. These are actually vents of the earphones. I never tried blocking them, like to see if they impact the sound, but because it basically looks nice and has a nice color to it. And you can see it has metal. The housing is metal. Why? Because it feels cold to the touch. And as you have just seen, they have a really nice presentation here. But of course, there are some things that I don't like. There are some things that I do like as well. So let's start with the things that I don't like about these. I've been using this for quite a while, from a month perhaps. And the first thing that I did not like about this is the design. I mean, the design, you see, It looks really nice, really, rugged, classy and everything, and it's durable too, but it's not comfortable, really. It just gives you this fatigue after long hours of listening. Not the sound-wise fatigue, but the comfort-wise fatigue. It just tires your ears after some time because of this, sharp edges, sharp corners style. It can be tiring after some time of listening. This is the first thing that I don't like about these earphones. And apart from that, the design-wise, material-wise, there is nothing to complain about. And the second thing, the second part that I don't like is the sound. Let's get to the sound. What I don't like about sound is this, like I said, because these are like treble sensitive. These are for treble sensitive people. They have this treble roll-off, and you have seen in the chart, maybe at the end, towards the right end of the chart, you can see the huge, drop and towards the highs. That's basically no peaks in the chart. Then that means there's a roll-off in the treble. What that does is it prevents those, piercing highs and all those sibilances. It is good for treble sensitive people, but if you enjoy bright highs, and maybe more aggressive type of earphones, then you might not like this one. You might find it quite dull or boring. So this is the issue with this, the thing that I don't like about this earphone in terms of sound. They sound brilliant. I mean, in terms of texture and depth and clarity, everything. Don't get me wrong, there's nothing with the quality of the sound. The only thing is, due to the treble roll-off, and you have seen the chart yourself. It's just flat as a board. It's completely flat, and that makes it a dull earphone. There's nothing exciting about the earphone on the sound characteristics. And apart from that, what else that I don't like? The second thing that I don't like is the short sound. The sounds on these earphones, they sound short. I don't know how to explain this, but I'll try. So, I usually rock with my 10 Max as my daily drivers. I use them, so I've gotten quite used to them. And when I try new earphones, I always compare them with my 10 Max as well, because of certain things that I like with my 10 Max, the punchy bass and everything, so, and comfort also. And again, after switching from 10 Max, listening to these with the same songs, I have realized that with these earphones, the sounds tend to end a little sooner than they're supposed to be. Like, what does that mean? The tunes or the melodies, they're supposed to, I know that they're going to last a little longer. They should be extending a little bit. They should continue. But with these earphones, they tend to end sooner. And I think that is because of the treble roll-off again. Maybe that treble roll-off is a little too, how to put it, too much, too harsh perhaps. That is why it makes me feel that way, that the sound is a little bit short with these earphones. But apart from that, there is nothing to complain about with these earphones regarding sound or anything. So let's get to the things that I do like then, which are, of course, more than the things that I don't like. And first of all, the design. I mean, yes, I just told you that the design is not really that comfortable, but look at this. Come on, seriously. Look at this, how beautiful this is. With this green color and yellow, touches here and there, yellow in the nose vents, and you see the silver here. It just, and those screws with the sharp edges, rugged style, it really looks beautiful, really appealing. Plus the metal housing, that feel to it is beautiful. It's just appealing. Look, the shine. It is a beautiful earphone. Seriously. Look. And of course, the things that I do like, that you want to hear more, is the sound. So let's get to the sound and what I do like about the sound. First of all, this offers a these earphones offer a real warm sound. It's like close to analog. It's really warm sounding, really pleasing to listen to. Definitely zero fatigue from by listening to these earphones. Zero fatigue. The only fatigue that you will get will be like I said, the comfort. Apart from that, no fatigue. It's beautiful. It's pleasing to listen. It's really calming, relaxing. And if you're treble sensitive, then this might be the earphone for you. Why? Because I said the treble roll-off. I haven't heard any one sibilances on these earphones. Nothing. Even with the high volumes, really high volumes, no sibilance whatsoever. So if you're really treble sensitive and if you're having difficulties finding good earphones for you, definitely consider this. Definitely consider this. And also, they have really nice mids. It's like if you're also vocal oriented, if you like to listen to vocal oriented music songs more, then you will also like this one. Most likely you'll probably like this. Why? Because of the warmer sound signature. It's like really pleasing to listen. I mean, I've been listening to some songs with some vocals, and then I realized that with these earphones, it's like it's more appealing to listen. It's like after sample, you just want to just separate all the other sounds, just want to listen to the person who's singing. So it gives this really warm, nice vocals with these earphones. No fatigue, like I said, and they really have nice clarity and depth due to the quad drivers that they have. My 10 Max are dual driver earphones. These are quad driver. Of course, more doesn't mean better necessarily, but when it comes to basic things, they tend to be better in certain things, certain basic things such as depth or clarity, unless they're tuned really weird way, weirdly way. They're better, and these are no exception. They're really nice, and that's all I can tell about the sound signature actually. And bass, when it comes to bass, some people say these are bassier. I wouldn't say they're really bassier, but they don't. It's not like they have more prominent, more foregrounded bass or anything. I wouldn't say that, but they don't have punchy bass that you're looking. If that's what you're looking, like my 10 Max, they don't have that punchy bass. No. But overall, I can say they're a little bit bass, like I wouldn't say bassier, like, but you can feel the bass all around. Like maybe the sounds are a little bit thicker or warmer, if this is how we want to call it. In terms of bass, it's not going to disappoint if you're not a bass head or if you're not into really thumping bass or anything. If you're looking for a balanced sound or warm sound, then it's really pleasing. And I think because of the bass is overall maybe more active but not in a punchy way, that makes it a warmer sound, warmer earphones with these. So that's all I can tell. Of course, and the final thing that I like is the rich content. I mean, rich accessories. Look at this. They have everything. Metal case, 2 cables, all these ear tips and everything, velvet pouch. you will have everything that you might need when buying earphones in terms of accessory. When you buy this, you don't have to buy anything additionally, because that's it. You have everything that you need for an earphone. So so that's it with all I can tell about these earphones. Like I said, overall, to sum up, if you're just a person who hates trebles, if you're treble sensitive listener, and if you're having difficulties trying to find the right earphones for you, like in the previous video that I uploaded, the KZ8016, especially with the KZ series, that is a common thing with the piercing highs. If you're having any problems, if you're having problems with the sibilances and trying to find something that is not KZ, because there are not many options apart from KZ series, it's not that much, and even non-KZ brands, they also tend to have piercing highs, which is the case for most of the budget earphones actually. Then if you're having such problem, suffering from this, then you should this is the earphone that you should definitely consider. You should definitely try this, because in this price range, most of the budget earphones tend to have the pierces. But this, you will be happy. When you buy these earphones, in terms of the piercing highs, this is the earphones to go. You won't be disappointed. Definitely try this. So this is the review of PHB EM-023. Hit me up in the comments if you have any question to ask about this specific earphones. I will try to answer as much as I can. And if you like the video, subscribe to my channel and stay tuned for the next videos. And I will see you in another one.